Welcome to Mathematics Lecture Series. Our topic is Theorems on Limits. This is a lecture number 11 in Applied Calculus series. So, before the start of lecture, I request you kindly subscribe the channel and like the video and share also. Our topic is the sandwich theorem. And suppose that there are three functions g of x, f of x, h of x, and have this sequence: g of x is less than equal to f of x less than equal to h of x for all x in some open interval containing a except possibly at x is equal to a. Then that point a, what is the limit? If g of x and h of x is limit L, which is known, then this function f of x is also limited. That is the definition of the sandwich theorem. If we have the limit of g of x and h of x, then we will have the limit of f of x. This theorem is known as sandwich theorem. It is also called Squeze theorem, and because it refers a function f whose values are sandwiched between two functions g and h that have the same limit L in the at the point A. The function f being trapped between the values of function g and must step also approaches L. So by sandwich theorem or the Squeze theorem, show that limit t tends to 0 t square sine 1 over 2 is 1 over t is equal to 0. We know this quantity minus 1 less than equal sine 1 over t is less than equal to 1. So multiply both sides in all sides by the t square. So we'll have minus t square less than equal t square sine 1 over 2 less than equal t square. And what is limit at t tends to minus? It's a polynomial, so we apply t is equal to 0, we will have the limit 0. Similarly, limit t tends to t square polynomial direct, we have the limit 0. So we will have the limit of t square 0. T square is also 0, though by the Squeze theorem, by the sandwich theorem, we'll have the result limit t tends to t square sine 1 over 2 is equal to 0. Another example, given that 1 minus x square by 4 is less than equal 1 plus x square over 4. For all x must be not equal, find the limit of this function f of x, limit x tends to 0 f of x. First we find the limit of that limit x tends to 0 f of x, limit x tends to 1 minus x square by 4. So polynomial, so you have to apply the limit direct, x replace with x is equal to 0, so 1 minus 0 upon 4 is equal to 1. Limit this is similarly we will have 1 plus x square limit x is equal to 1. If the limit of that function is 1 and that 1 is 1, then what we will have by the sandwich theorem, limit x tends to 0 f of x is equal to 1. Theorem number 5, limit x tends log f of x is equal to log, we can write it direct to give the limit function provided f of x is greater than 0. So in this lecture we have just discussed the sandwich theorem. I request you kindly subscribe the channel and like the video. Thank you.